Hello, everyone, and welcome back to What If Naruto Was the Granddaughter of Kuruma? While we left off, we were about to go on the first mission to the waves with Team Kurenai. And if I didn't say that last time, yep, they're going on the Land of Waves mission. So, Kurenai's like, okay, pack within an hour, and we'll leave around noon. Everyone nods, gets ready to pack, and they head out. So, as they're heading out, as they're walking, no one has their guard up just because they think it's a simple mission. As they're walking, they walk past the puddle. Kurenai notices it a little too late because she was distracted by the conversation that Naruko and Hinata were having. It was like, hey, Hinata, have you ever been outside the village? And I was like, no, I haven't. And so it's just casual talk. And then all of a sudden, the two demon brothers pop out of nowhere, and try to, they catch Kurenai off guard. But they try to attack Tazuna, and they both throw their chains down to try to attack Tazuna, but the chains get blocked by Shino's bugs, and sorry, and so the chains get stopped by Shino's bugs. Hinata and Naruko jump out of instincts and both attack, and as this is like a quick response, they just didn't even think about it, but they both jumped up and killed the demon brothers, and they both collapsed dead. Naruko and Hinata just freeze because they realize, oh my god, we just killed someone. And the Kurenai walks up to him like, are you guys okay? I know the first kill is always going to be the hardest, but you did excellent. And they're so shocked and disgusted by the actions, they kind of ignore Kurenai, and Naruto kind of runs into the bush and starts throwing up. And Hinata's kind of a little bit in tears, so is Naruko. Kurenai comforts them. It's like, yeah. This is reality, girls. Sorry you have to go through this, but we are trained shinobi. If you didn't kill them, they would have killed you. It's okay to be shaken up about it. And Hinata speaks up. She's like, does it get easier? And Kunai nods and says yes and no. You numb yourself over time, but it still saddens me sometimes to take a life, especially someone so young. Like, they have their whole lives, but ahead of them, but I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm coughing so much. Sorry about that. But yeah. So Kunai comforts both of them for a little bit, and then she gets all serious. She's like, Kazuna, why are two Miss Ninjas attacking you? This is supposed to be a simple secret mission. And Kazuna comes clean. He's like, I'm sorry for deceiving you. But my village needs this. And we couldn't afford. My town needs this, I'm sorry. And we couldn't afford to get a higher mission. Kunai decides. It's like, well, we accepted this mission, so we're not going to turn back. But everyone be on guard. Hinata, I want you to activate your Byakugan and take point. She nods, activates her Byakugan, and looks forward. Naruko, I want you to stay in the middle, right next to Kazuna. You're our strongest fighter right now. You could protect him faster. I will be in the back with Shino with long range support. Any questions? They all look at each other and shake their head no. And she's like, good. Wait. So they walk off. And as they're walking, sorry. As they're walking, they run into the Hinata stops everyone. She's like, I see two chakra signatures, Sensei. I don't know if they're gonna be in any danger, like any threat. They're too far away to check how big their chakras levels are, but I can see them. And while this is happening, we're gonna cut to Kushina and Minato looking at Naruko through the mirror because they've been watching her grew up through her whole life. Because she was like, dang it, I'm so close to unlocking my knife tail. Probably in another month or so, if we can finally see a daughter. And Kushina's like, yes. And Kushina's just sighs like, I wish I could have been there for her first kill. It's very important that our family be there for her. But I wasn't. Damn it. And Minato's like, I know, but she has a good sensei. To help her through it. And Kushina's like, still, I should have been there. She kind of has this. Ever since this whole thing has happened, Kushina's kind of been in a deep depression, just trying to get her nine tails to break down the barrier and see her daughter. So that's happening on their end. So we cut back to the team, Kurenai's team, and and I was like, yep, they're not doing anything. We should be very cautious. What's your orders, Kurenai? And Kurenai is like, to not engage. We will try to sneak around. And we'll go more stealthiness. Sorry about the gunking noises and stuff like that. I got gunk in my throat, I'm sorry. But so she's like, we're gonna avoid them. So she does a couple hand signs. And she's like, does a genjutsu where it makes everyone invisible. It conceals everyone. She's like, we gotta be quick. This takes up a lot of chakra. Everyone nods. Kurenai looks at Naruko, and Naruko's like, yes, sensei. It's like, grab Tazuna and we'll pick him up and run with him. He's gonna slow us down if we hesitate. Tazuna, I know this is gonna be a little awkward, but just bear with us. So they kind of pick him up and start running and trying to avoid it. But that doesn't help. The illusion Kurenai set doesn't work. As they start to pick up and move, Hinata yells, "Everyone get down!" And everyone jumps down as a sword flies into a tree. And Zabuza appears. He's like, that trick almost worked, but being from the hidden mist, we could we recognize that jutsu really easily. If it was from any other village, you guys would have got away. And he jumps down from his sword, pulls out of the tree, points it at the group. He's like, all I want is the bridge builder. If you let him go, we'll let you go and live. And Conan is like, sorry. It's our mission as least Shinobi to protect them. It's not gonna happen. Everyone get ready to fight. And Naruko gets into a fighting stance, and she's like, and I don't know if I named the dog yet, but she's like, but I'm gonna go by the name of Tenchi for now. So she's like, Tenchi, get ready for battle, and she lets out a small little growl, and Hinata jumps back and gets into her fighting stance. Shino gets behind Tazuna and prepares some swarms. So basically the formation looks like, the best way to explain it, Kurenai in front of Hinata and everyone, like the whole rest of the group, because she's the Jonin. Hinata is in front of the bridge builder. Naruko is on the left, and Tenchi, her dog, wolf dog, is on the right. And Shino is in the back. So that's how the formation looks. And someone's like, okay, we'll do it your way. We'll do it the fun way. As he does some hand signs, and he's like, ninja art, hidden mist jutsu, and the mist rolls in. And Kana is like, can you see him, Hinata? And she's like, yes. He's on your right. And right when Hinata says that, Kurenai does like a quick little duck as the sword swipes over her head. And Hinata's like, behind you. And then Kurenai does a backflip away. And so Hinata is calling out like where he's gonna strike next. And Naruko finally sees the opening, and because she could smell him, and she goes in for a strike, and she's like, ready? She's like, fang over fang, and she tries to strike at Zabuza, but Zabuza just jumps out of the way, and he does some hand signs. And he's like water style, water vortex, and a huge water tornado comes out of nowhere and sweeps Naruko off her feet and slams her against a tree. And Tenchi goes the same way. They pull back into a tree. And Zabuza's like, water style, water bullets. And he shoots some bullets at Tazuna. But Shino does a huge insect barrier in front of Tazuna, but because it's a water-based attack, it's not looking good for the insects. They're kind of dying off quickly. And Kunai touches her right shoulder and summons a katana from her summoning scroll. And she goes and runs up to Zabuza to quickly knock him out. But Zabuza sees that coming and grabs his blade and collides blade with blade. And Naruko's like, it's not gonna be enough. And was it fast enough? And Kunai's like, go back to protecting the bridge builder, kids. I will deal with him. And like, yes, sensei. So they go back into formation. And Kunai and Zabuza does like a cool little, sword fight. Kunai's faster, but Zabuza has the brute force. And it's going back and forth, and Zabuza jumps back into the water. And Kunai follows. And he's like, gotcha. He's like, water style, water prison. And it captures Kunai, and he captures Kunai in a water prison. And he's like, that's one down. 3 more to go. And he does a hand sign, and a water clone pops out of the water of the lake. And it starts running after the Tazuna. And Naruko's like, Hinata, you stay here. Me and Tenchi's will make a distraction. While Shino, try to free Kunai if you can. I have a plan. And she's like, my clan jutsu might not be fast enough right now. And you can just block it with your sword. But I'm not one trick pony. And she does some hand signs. And she's like, wind style. Wind bullets. And she starts shooting bullets. And she's like, now Tenchi, let's go. And they jump on all fours. And she's like, man, beast clone. And Tenchi transforms into Naruko. And they both do a hand sign combination. And one of the clones, basically Tenchi, because she's a ninja dog, does some hand signs. This is what I think would happen. They can perform jutsus and stuff like that, so she does some hand signs, and shoots out some fire, does a fireball jutsu. As Naruko does a wind jutsu to enhance the fire, and she's a combination attack. Fire, tornado jutsu, and a huge spiral comes spinning around in a tornado, making a fire tornado, and it kind of shoots at Zabuza, and it destroys the clone. But that took a lot of chakra for Naruko to do because she hasn't really perfected it. And while Naruko is distracting Zabuza, Shino comes from behind and captures Zabuza and some bugs. He's like, I had to switch my strategy up since you use water. But luckily, I have some water beetles. And they capture Zabuza in a water beetle like hive and freeze Kunai. And it's like, good job. Now let me finish this off. As she goes up to Zabuza, since Zabuza is pinned down by the insects and was about to cut off his head really quick. But before that happens, needles, like 7 needles, fly and crash into Zabuza. And this is when a masked figure shows up, Hunter Nin shows up. And explains what happened. Like in canon, they Zabuza and Haku get away, and because Haku explains like, I'm a hunter nin. I'm here to capture Zabuza for deserting the Hidden Mist village, and it's going well, but Kunai kind of picks up on it. Is about to. He's like, well, cut off his head, and Haku's, excuse me. It's like, that's what you need for proof. Then cut off his head, and Haku's like kind of sweating between the mask, and it's like Kunai's like, I'm also was part of the Abu, so I know that you're lying. If you were truly a hunter ninja, you'd have killed him and cut off his head right now. So Haku doesn't want to fight the full team since Zabuza's out of commission right now. So Haku's like, doesn't say anything, and he does a hand sign with one hand, and he's like, ninja art, ice storm jutsu, and this is something I made up to make it up. So a huge ice blizzard comes in, blinds everybody, and as the storm dissipates, Zabuza and Haku are on there. So Kunai is like, this just gets better and better. And she looks at Naruko and she's like, are you okay? Naruko's like, yeah. And she's panting heavily. She's like, that combination just takes up a lot of chakra. I think I overdid it. And she passes out on the ground. And right before she falls, Tenchi transforms back into a wolf and catches her on Naruko, like falls on Tenchi's back. And Hinata's like, is she okay? And Kuna's like, yeah, she's gonna be okay. She just has chakra exhaustion for doing all those techniques at once. And alright, Tazuna, how far is your house? And Tazuna's like, not too far away. So they get to Tazuna's house and set Naruko in one of the spare rooms, and as she rests, and Kunai has a feeling that it's just going to get worse, so she writes a letter for reinforcements, and sends it off. So that's where we're gonna leave this episode off. Thank you guys so much for listening. If you like this video, please subscribe. I'd like to get up to 300 subscribers. That'd be really cool. Thank you so much for your patience, and thank you for listening. I will try to post more as soon as possible. Everyone stay safe, and peace out.